Okay, guys, we are back on the Brian Salter special, and this is for a Road Race 289. The head is a C6FE that has been CNC ported by my buddy Bill at Carl Quest Auto. And what we're going to do is I went over the intake and the exhaust, taking, the lines out and things like that, and doing what I would usually do. So, going to consider this a first cut. Notice the chamber has been completely untouched. Right, my temperature sensor is in there for my plug. You have to really err on the side of caution on the exhaust because the back wall of this port, even if the CNC doesn't touch it, is pretty thin. So it's definitely something you got to watch. So something like that little paste ooze line in the bowl, don't sweat it. There's not really a ton of metal there. When I do my final prep, maybe it can come out, maybe it can't, depending upon how the final thickness is. As of right this minute, I'm not worrying about it. I didn't really do much with the fin boss, but as you can tell by the dicom, it looks to me like it wants to be twisted to the left a bit. We're gonna see how that develops. Okay, I actually did this flow test a couple days ago, so you can see the dicom has had a beating since then, but it looks good around the valve. As far as our bore, it looks much better because we have that new spray of dicom on the far left. You didn't have that when we started. Now, due to the nature of this project, I'm probably not going to tell you guys everything I do with it. Sorry. Can't help you at that point. I usually like to give everything away, but certain projects I'm not going to be able to do that for you guys. But like I said, we had really good results with the just CNC'd. I said there was not a lot of low-hanging fruit on this. And I really haven't changed my opinion on that too much. Can I get some gains here and there? Yeah, probably, but we'll see. As far as how it looks right now, really not bad. I mean, we've got, you can see exactly where the guide is. We've got a nice curve of the dicom into the chamber. All right. As far as the chamber itself, pretty cool the way it splatters around. And we have definite, if you look to the right, I think that looks better on the chamber wall. All right, the chamber. Short side radius didn't get a sciencing out. It just got the CNC lines taken off, and I changed the texture a little bit, and that's about it, really. Can we get some more out of the short side radius? The radius is fairly thick, so I could lay it back more, but that may not be where we want to go on a road race application. And you guys can voice that. You figure road race is probably going to be between 4,500 and 7,500 all the time. Now, do we work on just getting the top end flow? It is going to be through a dual plane. It's going to be extremely hard for me to get the dual plane up to speed with the heads as they are right now. And I plan on getting more out of the heads. So I might be better off leaving that short side a little bit tall and get more mid-range where the intake can keep up. Voice your opinion on that in the comments, guys. Thanks. Now, the exhaust, my buddy Bill did a really good job. He actually uses all of this casting. So every inch of this port, every port that you touch on this has got to be checked for thickness. There are some spots in here that are less than 100 thousandths thick. And I talked to him about it. He's like, yep, no problem. I go thinner than that on some applications. And I'm like, well, you're the expert with that stuff, so I'm not worrying about it. But I have to be aware of where those areas are so I don't take off any extra material. I can see on the left side of that port, looks like it still has a rough spot where the burr went over it, and I didn't take all that out. That's fine. As far as the valve job, he did a nice job on the valve job. I didn't do a spectacular job radiusing into the 45. I may wind up shrinking that 45 a little bit. I haven't decided exactly what I'm going to do with that. But as it is, we got some decent gains on the exhaust just by cleaning it, changing the textures, and doing a little radius work. Okay, this exhaust port doesn't look nearly as good on the camera as it does in person, but I'm not sure what's going on with my focus and stuff. But you can see the roof really doesn't get a lot of work. The roof there is quite a bit of metal on, but the way he's got the taper set up in the port itself is quite good. I don't really think I could improve it by raising the roof much. And I think we are going to be fine with the amount of exhaust flow we have as it sits now versus what we'll be able to get out of the intake. Okay. Looks like my lens is dirty. Let me see if I can clean that. I'm not sure if that's any better or not, but you can see how I just smooth that bump out. I really try not to take too much off of that because I want it thick there for our water passage to the plug. And you can see the corners could use a little more action. Okay. Okay. So, number 8 here. Stock CNC number 8. First cut, no chamber work. We're comparing this filthy side to this relatively clean side. Plus, 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 plus. Are the pluses big? No. 249 to 260. Not bad. Right? 246, 256. I'll take 10. 239, 252. Okay, we're going to be running right around 0.6 lift, I believe. Huge gain, 0.3? Nope. Very small gains down low. But they are all gains. Okay, let's see what we did as far as the airspeeds. Okay, I did this backwards. This is our first cut up here. So these airspeeds are in reference to these airspeeds. Let me put some pluses and minuses in so we get them right. I did the first video I put pluses and minuses in compared to an old flow of the C6FEs I did all by hand, which you could look up. Okay, if we look at, these are just the CNC numbers. This is with my cleanup and changing a few things. Minus, plus, minus, right? These are actually more even from top to bottom than mine. Okay, how did we do here? We got a minus, we got a plus. We lost 10. And we gained a bunch on the cylinder wall side, which is the harder side to get air out of. That's kind of interesting. That's a huge jump from 154 to 198. How did we do on our short side? Minus, plus, plus. Now they're both taken at 0.6, so we are comparing 239 to 252. You would expect basically all of those to be a lot higher in airspeed, but they're not. So it seems to me that the port is a little bit happier, and a lot of that could be just the texture change, what I do on the pinch, how I form the short side, and we're going to leave it at that. Now, I did forget to take our exhaust speeds because I got interrupted or something, and that was that. So we don't have those air speeds, but we can certainly consider. We can take a good look at the flows. Let's do that. Okay, so before I said we got good gains on the exhaust. Well, we only got gains up top. And those aren't really that big. We lost quite a bit in here. All right, we got a minus, 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 minus. They're small minuses, but still. We don't like to see minuses, right? Like here, it's a decent size drop. 93.2 to 87.7. Up here, we're a little better. Right, 183.3, 184.8. With a pipe, 210.1, 214. So our number with a pipe isn't bad. The headers will be custom made by the owner. And I think that's pretty cool. As long as he's getting, good advice, and I believe he is, so that'll work. So we did get rid of the buffeting. The buffeting here is NFG. We don't want that at all. Okay? So we got rid of that. That's noise in the port. Where the buffering is air is going around the short side and then not making it around the short side and separating, causing the manometer to bounce. Okay, that's not good. That's going to affect our port probably more than the flows itself. We don't really want to see buffeting or anything like that in an exhaust port. So this is going to get a little bit more work. We want to make it... I don't know if there's a lot to do because there's a few shallow spots in that exhaust. So there's no bowl work that I could do as of right this minute. I could work on the short side a little, but like I said, I like the taper that's put into the port right now. So I'm not sure how I'm going to attack it. It may be something simple like just put a radius on that exhaust valve. I think that's what I'll do. And of course, whatever chamber work I do will affect this. But as far as our max flow number, we're in pretty decent shape. I don't expect this. What did I do last time? I was getting like 235 out of that Cobra Shelby intake that I gutted. The thing weighed like nothing by the time I was done with it. That head was flowing a little better than this one is right now. Not much, but a little bit better than this one with a 1.9 valve and 235 with the head intake and my 770 carball bolted up. So we're going to see if we can do better than 235 all said and done. I think we can get there. The intake is definitely going to be a challenge, and I'm up for it. Other than that, guys, it's been a rough week or so. Mental stress is a killer. And that's all I'm going to talk about that. Hopefully everything's going well on your side. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night.